Hi all. So today we will talk about service endpoint and private endpoint. So why do you need this service endpoint? When you create any service into the Azure, okay, any PaaS-based service, it could be a storage account, it could be a DB service, okay. So every PaaS-based service comes with a public endpoint, okay. That means you can access that endpoint over the internet. If I have public IP, I can access this service. Okay, I can connect to this storage account. Okay, but the giving a public IP to each and every resource is not feasible, or by design, it is not a secure one, right? So if you see this virtual machine has a private IP, but it doesn't have a public IP. And now I want to connect to the storage account using the private IP. How can I do that? Okay. So in this process, your service endpoint comes in picture. I can enable this VNet to use the service endpoint of storage account to access the resource or the private IP. Okay. Service endpoint use the Azure backbone to connect to this storage account, okay, over the private IP. If I compare this with the private endpoint almost similar structure, but it has more secure. Okay, this is also secure, but this have a different design. Okay, we'll talk about that as well. So now we have a private IP. I have to connect to the storage account is having the public endpoint. Okay, so rather than connecting to public endpoint, what I will do, I will create one private endpoint. This private endpoint has one private IP assigned to this storage account. So if this machine or VM wanted to access this storage account, I will access to this endpoint. So the traffic will remain within this network. It will not go out. Okay. So that's why, again, it is a good design if you want to connect to your storage account in secure way. Okay. So we'll go back to demo, and I will show you how to set up the service endpoint, and then I will show you how to set up the private endpoint. Okay. So for this demo, you need a one virtual machine and you need a storage account. Okay. So which is already have created. So directly I will jump to the service endpoint. Okay. For demo purpose, we'll take this SG0022 account. So this is the default configuration which I have done. Okay, I already created one container picture. Inside that I have one file, PNG file. Okay, we'll try to access this file over the service endpoint. For that, first I need to go to my virtual network. Okay, this is my virtual network. Here I need to create one service endpoint. Okay, I have came here, and I am going to create one service endpoint. So endpoint for my storage account. Okay, and I don't have any policies right now. I will keep it as it is, and I will select the subnet. Okay, now I'm going to create a service endpoint. So this service endpoint I will be using to connect to the my storage account. So we'll give some time to it. So you can see, right, the storage endpoint has been created for the my VNet. I'm assigned this storage service endpoint for this subnet. Okay. Now let me go back to my storage account. Let me go to networking part. Over here, I will select the network, and I will add my existing network for which I enable service endpoint. So I will click over here. I will connect to this, and okay, I will choose the subnet. And now I will click on add. Okay, let me save it. Okay, so this is how I created a service endpoint. So let me try to connect to the service endpoint. Okay, so let me connect to the Azure storage, for which I need account name access key. Okay, next, let me take the access key from here. Okay. Account name, display name and account name is the same. Account key. account key. I have to go back here. I have to show keys, copy this and paste it here. Next, connect. Can you see this? See, now I'm able to connect to this picture container having this PNG file inside that. Okay, so this is how we can connect to the storage account via service endpoint. Now I will show you how to use the private endpoint to connect to this storage account. So let me open the storage account. Okay, so let me go to networking section. Over here, I need to go to the private endpoint connection. And now I have to create a private endpoint. Over here, I have to select the subscription resource group and I have to give a name, private endpoint 01. Okay. Resource. Over here, I have to select the block only. Configuration. Over here, the virtual network I have to select from where I'm going to connect to this storage account. Okay, so I wanted to assign the private IP from this virtual network where my resources are located. Okay, and I will also create a one private DNS zone like this, and I will go to next. Now I'm going to create this private endpoint. We'll give some time to it. It takes 30 seconds to 1 minute to create it. Now you can see the private endpoint has been created. Okay, if I go inside that, I can see the DNS configuration and I can see a private IP. So this IP comes from that VNet range, which is allocated to this private endpoint. Okay, so over this, so IP is assigned to this storage account, so I can access the storage account over the private IP. Okay, I will show you that. So again, similar way, I have to need access key and storage account name. Let me go back to this. Let me again connect to this storage account service, access account name and key. I have to put that information, account name, and I need a private key as well. Okay. Next, connect. Okay, refresh it. Let me see. Yes, I can access the file. Okay. Right. So this is how you can create a private endpoint. Okay. With this, now you come to know how to create a service endpoint and connect and access this storage account, and how to create a private endpoint to access this storage account. So thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.